Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are watching this video. I'm not looking too cute today. If you want to see cute videos of me, go back to before I started hygiene school, because that was the time that I had to actually take care of this situation, but I don't have time at this point, so this is what you get. I also had clinic today. This video is going to be the last 2 weeks recap of week 10 and 11. I can't even believe that I'm saying that. That's so crazy. I can't believe I'm already sitting down to film this video. I feel like I just filmed the last one. It's going by super fast here towards the end of the semester. I have 2 weeks before, I have 2 full weeks before Thanksgiving break, and then I have 2 full weeks after that, and then that last week is finals. So that is absolutely insane to me, and I know that it will go by fast. I'm praying that Thanksgiving comes here really quickly, because I actually have 15 days as of right now left. 15 days not including finals. So including finals, it's 19 days, but we're not including finals because that's not a real class day, right? Because I am ready to get this semester under my belt and start working on the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the video. I hope that you guys like it. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps more than you think. And let's go ahead and get into the video now. Okay, so I'm going to start with October 22nd, and I'm doing this a different way, hoping that I can give you guys more detail. Starting with Monday, October 22nd, that was week 10, and we had class from 8:30 to 4 that day. In patient care, we had a test from 8:30 to 9:30. We always have an hour for our test, and it is always on the computer. So we always have it on the computer. Sometimes it's multiple choice, fill in the blank, short answer. I'm pretty sure that test had all of them. And then from 9:30 to 11:30, we had soft deposits and dental biofilm lecture. So they lectured on that, and then we had a longer than usual lunch. And then at 1 o'clock, we had a 3-hour long lecture in radiology on radiation safety. And we also went over our conference. So we have conferences in radiology where we sit down and look at this big long PowerPoint, and we have to answer all the questions on the PowerPoint, and then we go over it in class and kind of look at the PowerPoint. Right now it's been more like anatomical landmarks and things like that, being able to recognize those. That's what it's mainly been focused on. So we sit down after we have it completed. We completed it home, and then we sit down in class and we grade ourselves. On the first one, I think I got like a 96, and on the second one I got a 92. Whatever it was a B, so maybe it was a 91. We also had radiation safety lecture that day as well. On that Tuesday, we had no class. Now this was the week of accreditation for my school, so we didn't have class very often on this week. These last 2 weeks were actually pretty easy, and I think that that was only because of accreditation. They had a lot of stuff going on, and so we weren't really there. So we didn't have class on Tuesday, and then that Wednesday, we had a radiology Dexter lab in the morning from 8 until 12. I only had to do 1 FMS on the Dexter that day, and it was from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and it only takes me about 30 minutes to do the entire FMS and then sit down and grade it myself. So and that's like getting set up and breaking everything down. So I'm getting a lot quicker with them, and I'm not overthinking it as much, and I think that I am doing better. Yeah, I think that I am doing better in the Dexter lab. I think the highest, so I told you guys before, we take 8 FMSs and they take the top 2. I think my top 2 highest grades as of right now is an 86 and an 84, and I still have 2 more to go, which I'm doing next week. And then that afternoon, we just had curette practice from 1 until 5, and I'm pretty sure we were just mainly on like mandibular posteriors on that day. And then Thursday we didn't have class, and then Friday we didn't have class, and we had to meet with CODA for accreditation. It was scheduled from 9 till 10, but we were only there for 10 minutes, and my school is totally good to go with that. It was kind of like a long weekend because we didn't have class that Monday either, and some people were getting kind of bitter with me on Instagram, like, oh, you never have class. Girl, let me just tell you right now, I have class a lot, and when I have it, it is from 8 until 5. That's 9 hours. Want to add in commute time? That's like a 10.5-hour day for me, okay? And it was only because I had accreditation, so that is the reason why. So people who are getting bitter with me and stuff like that, I'm a person and I'm going to enjoy the breaks that I get. And a lot of other programs are structured differently. A lot of programs are only Monday through Thursday. I go Fridays. I go Monday through Friday. Okay. A lot of people are scheduled to go from 9 to 2 every day. Monday through Friday. Okay, well, I'm there from 8 to 5 every day. So I just don't want to hear that stuff, because everybody has a different thing that they're going through and everybody has a different schedule that they have to deal with. There's no need to get bitter with me about it, because I promise you, I'm working just as hard, if not harder, than you are. My program is intense and it is one of the best programs in my state for a reason. I'll just say that. Tuesday we had class from 9:30 until 4 in the morning. That was this week that just happened. So this was October 30th. We had tooth identification and lab practical exam review. So we have a lab practical test this coming Monday, and it is where they will set a tooth in front of you and say, what tooth is that? And they will ask you what teeth would be present on a 10-year-old, or what type of occlusion is this, and it's just kind of like everything that we have learned so far, kind of hands-on like. So there's 50 questions and we go through all of that, and that is our lab practical. Then that afternoon we had conferences. I talked about that before. This is different from our radiology conference. This is just an overall conference. We have 2 main teachers. My last conference 6 weeks ago was with one teacher, and this conference is with my other teacher, and is basically just discussing how well you're doing. And we mainly just talked about, she doesn't have any concerns with me or anything like that. She thinks that I'm doing well, and we really just mainly talked about me trying to manage my anxiety, because I am dealing with anxiety a lot. That's something that I have struggled with for a long time. I haven't talked about it on here because it kind of makes my anxiety worse to talk about it, and on top of that, whenever I hear other people talk about their anxiety, it makes mine worse too. So I don't want to like put that on people. That is something that I consider making a video on, but I really want to get more control over it before I make those videos. So yeah, that's what we did that Tuesday. And then Wednesday, October 31st, Halloween, we had curette practice in the morning from 8 until 12. Pretty sure on that day we did mandibular posteriors again on that day. And then that afternoon we had a patient care lecture from 1 until 3 on calculus and dental stains. And then we were supposed to be there from 3 until 5 for an EagleSoft lab in pre-clinic, but everybody wanted to leave early because it was Halloween and there was a lot of traffic, and being there until 5 and then having to drive all the way home, and then I had to go even further than my house was, so we all voted to move it into Monday. So we're going to be there longer than we should have been on Monday. We didn't have class from 3 to 5. We're going to be there this coming Monday, which I'm not excited about, because we were supposed to have our lab practical and then go home, but now we're going to have our lab practical, stay for lunch, and then stay for that EagleSoft lab. But then that Thursday, yesterday, we did not have class, and then this morning from 8 until 12 we had curettes practice, and today we did the maxillary posteriors and the mandibular anteriors. That is it for the last 2 weeks. I am still, like I said, my main struggle is my anxiety right now, and trying to manage that and trying to balance self-care and studying and things like that. I am enjoying it. I enjoy what I'm learning. Seeing the seniors struggle a lot and have a lot of things on their plate. They have a lot of projects that they're doing, a lot of community outreach programs and projects that they're doing, and they just seem extremely busy. And also think they're seeing over like 20 patients this semester, and it's intimidating me, but I'm trying to stay focused on what's in front of me and know that I will get through it whenever it comes time for that, and just needing to figure out ways to manage my anxiety. So that is something that I'm going to be working on, and if I feel like I'm figuring out ways to help, I will definitely share, because I know college can bring on anxiety for a lot of different people. I know a lot of people struggle with anxiety, and it's a real thing. So this upcoming week I have class every single day, a lot of 8 to 5 days. So next week is going to be very intense, but I think that it'll be tolerable, because after that week I have 1 more week, and then I'm on Thanksgiving break for 10 whole days. I get out Friday afternoon, and then I don't go back until the following Tuesday. So that is going to be so awesome. And then from there, I know that I only have 2 weeks and then finals week. So I'm definitely on the downhill slide right now. I'm excited for things that we have coming up. I'm doing a real FMS on a real patient. I'm doing that on my sister in a couple of weeks after we come back from Thanksgiving. We also have a partner workup lab that I'm excited about. I'm excited to do that. We are also doing a sensor placement and possibly going to expose some x-rays on each other. I don't think I can do mine because mine have been too recent, but even just sensor placement will be cool. It's a lot more hands-on than it was in the beginning. In the beginning, it was a lot more lectures, and now it's a lot more hands-on, and I think it's gonna continue to be that way. I think in the beginning of the semester is when you really learn this stuff, and then towards the end of the semester is when you really apply it. So it's getting cool. I have one more skill eval a week from Monday on curettes, and then that's my last skill eval for this semester besides doing that FMS, but that's not a skill eval. So there's a lot of stuff and a lot of tests going on. Next week I just have that lab practical. That's the only test that I have, and then the next week I have 3 tests that week, including a skill eval, and then I'll be on Thanksgiving break. So it's a lot. It's all really fast. I'm enjoying it in general. I'm really, like I said, mainly the anxiety is what I really need to learn how to manage, but I feel like maybe this is the reason why I'm going through this program at the time in my life that I am, because I feel like I'm in the position in my life where I need to be learning to cope with my anxiety better. I feel like this whole last year I lost 140 pounds. Officially, I just hit 140 pounds down, and that took me a year and a couple months, and I feel like that was my like physical journey, and now I'm going to be going through my mental journey of getting confidence and having faith and knowing that I'm going to be okay. And even though my anxiety seems dooming at sometimes, I know that I'm going to get through it, and I'm going to keep working on it. Just like when I couldn't lose weight, I kept working on it, and I kept figuring out how. I finally figured out a way to do that, and this way, you know I'm going to figure out a way to manage my anxiety better. So I'm trying to stay positive. I think positivity is key in being successful in life, and especially successful in this program, because it is super daunting and trying and exhausting. Yeah, that's what I am trying to stay focused on. I'm trying to manage my self-care, manage my anxiety, and just really push through and take one day at a time. And I think that is very important. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am super excited to see you guys on the next one in a little less than 2 weeks. And when you see me next time, I'm gonna be on Thanksgiving break. Oh, it's gonna be great, and I know it's gonna fly by. I'm gonna be back at you in just a second. So I will see you guys on the next one. I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.